Hello and welcome to another GLG Let's Play. Today we'll be playing Company of Heroes with the Blitzkrieg mod, version 4.8.2, the most recent one as of this video. And I don't actually see a new update coming out anytime soon, but I think the game is actually really good the way it is, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll also be using the historical add-on. That's what this icon is here. Just changes some of the unit insignia and stuff. If you're familiar with the vanilla Company of Heroes, that is the original unmodified Company of Heroes, you'll see the difference right away. So we'll be doing a skirmish game, not the 6-player map, but what we will be doing is a 4-player map, and it is called the Somme. Move to this slot, and this map is actually small, and it's a 4-player map. And when I first looked at it, I said, you know, that looks really stupid. However, comma, space, once I started playing it, I was just trying it out to see how it looks. It was actually a ton of fun. It was actually a lot more fun than I thought it would be. So, let's do one British, one American on expert difficulty, and we will be playing as the Wehrmacht with a Wehrmacht ally on hard. So this will be a real challenge, especially on a small map like this. And this is a unique map, so let's get this started. The Battle of the Somme was World War I, but it was the epitome of trench warfare. So this has no historic implications or anything like that. It's just a lot of fun, and I think we'll enjoy doing this Let's Play. I like playing smaller maps with harder enemy AI. The enemy computer has the advantage of the ability to multitask. So when you start off, you already see that you have your 3 buildings here. You're actually not going to build any more structures other than this, with the exception of like machine gun nests or whatever else you're wanting to build. So you do have the option, especially with the Blitzkrieg mod, to make this infantry only. I didn't bother because you can't really build any tanks. You have no Panzerfactory. You can build these like half tracks and stuff, but with the trench warfare, I think that'd be kind of like an interesting addition. We're gonna do expert infantry squads. We already have our Volksgrenadiers and our machine gunners being built. So I need to get these out there and capture these ammunition points. So just looking at this map, let's bring it up on the larger view. This is a tiny map, and you have these ammunition points out here in this, what do they call it, no man's land? In the middle of the map here, you see all these giant craters and stuff. And you have these like tank obstacles and so these guys have, oh, I thought they finished capturing that point. Whoops. We need to get this machine gun going. So what I'm going to do with this machine gun is, I'm going to see he's already advancing on my line. Oh, I don't really have a line. There isn't a whole lot of like areas that I can get down in here. Okay, so now we have a machine gun. Push the machine gun up. At least start. I'm going to try to put him behind these tank barriers, because these tank barriers provide good coverage. And we definitely need a mortar. So he's complete. And I want a machine gun nest. Probably right about. Actually, want to maybe push it up a little bit further. Let's try it right there. I need these. Push this MG gun here up as well. We also have our grenadiers here. I need to provide some sort of a shield for this MG nest, and I think we're producing mortars now. Good. And I believe these guys all start with a veterancy of 1 because I added that training. Oh wow, they're really hitting me hard on the right over here. I'm going to go ahead and retreat that MG, and I'm probably going to lose him because it's taking me too long to break that down. So the machine gun nest there is complete. I'm going to shift these guys, my grenadiers, right. really need to capture. I'm gonna go ahead and retreat these Volks Grenadiers. This reinforced MG. This mortar here is going to be that's going to provide me a lot of that. That's going to stop a lot of those infantry assaults. See, getting hard here inside. Capture that hill. And have our machine gun is now up and operational. I'm trying to find a good position to put him. Keeping right about here. I don't want to put an MG net. What I need to do is push these guys back. So I'm going to actually build a Panzerjäger squad. Retreat my Grenadiers. So this left side is actually looking decent. I have actually a gap in the MG range van over here on the left, but I think we can work with it. So we got mortars and a machine gun shooting at those guys. Our Volks Grenadiers are up. I'm trying to prevent him from taking this. I need now is I'm going to adopt defensive doctrine. We'll just leave that as it is for now. My ally isn't actually helping me with the line here. So with that defensive doctrine, I get access to 20mm flak, which is the big thing that I want to use. And I also want that 105mm field howitzer. Not enough resources. What do I need? Oh, 350. Okay, so now I should see if I can get away with putting it up here on this hill. Probably gonna actually have to sacrifice. See if he's shooting at my engineers here. So I'm gonna push my mortar team up. Actually cancel the construction of that because I was just gonna lose it anyways. I don't want to lose those resources. Pushing the mortar team up. I'm also going to push machine gun squad. See, on the right over here, there's very little cover. And there we have G-Nest. I'm trying to look at his range. He has a ridiculous range fan. It's incredibly wide. Panzerjäger squad get some rockets down on that guy. I don't know if they're actually shooting. Come on. There we go. Machine gun should not be destroyed. My mortars in place. Reinforce my engineers. What are these guys doing? Reinforce a little bit faster. Okay, so we have our machine gun here, our mortar team here. Can actually probably move him down here, and he'll still reinforce. There we go. I'm going to build another squad of Panzer Grenadiers. They work pretty good, man. Pretty durable. Mortar should start too. I need to really destroy this infantry squad because he's shooting at my emplacement here. If I can get 120mm up, that would be helping quite a bit. My Grenadier squad is complete. Here they are. Flak is almost done. Okay, now that the flak is complete, we have to conduct real quick repair. Unlock those 105mm howitzers. Those are really going to help me a lot. I'm kind of trying to save my ammunition because as soon as I get one, I'm going to really unload on this guy with artillery barrages. See, that 20mm flak is going to do a lot of damage to him. So these guys have very little cover. Fortunately, we can create cover. Machine gun nest. They're on the right side. I'm trying to put it as far over so I don't have that gap that I left on this side. See that range fan? He can. That's probably how he was able to capture that point, is because it's just outside the range fan of this. That was an error on my part, but I'm not too worried about it. Move this machine gun here. Okay, I think we got a pretty good defensive line going here. See him behind this cover that we have. Now with these guys, I can bring them back over here, build like a howitzer battery here, and it doesn't really need to be fortified because my defensive line is kind of strong enough that they're not really going to be able to punch through and get at this howitzer here. Because the fortified one has this, you know, dug in with these sandbags around it, just like the 20mm flak. And see, this would have been a perfect opportunity. He's lobbing mortars at something. I just can't really see what just yet. As soon as this is done, I have enough. I can actually completely obliterate. Ooh, that was a good mortar strike. What he has here. There we go, complete. Just drop rounds on him. If I have enough resources, I'd like to build another one, but I need more manpower points. So that'll have to wait. In the meantime, he can build these observation posts on the ammunition units so we can get more out of it. Let's see, those 105 artillery barrages are really destructive. I can give these guys RPGs. I mean, not RPG. Whew. I can give them Panzerschrecks, but I don't see the point right now because vehicle. He's done building that. Relocate this Grenadier squad. These guys, the 105s actually have a pretty hefty, like a reload time. It's not too bad though. I wouldn't even be able to generate the ammunition to do a constant barrage anyways. So I'm gonna have these guys build some more sandbags here. While there's a lull, I'm gonna retreat these two guys. These massive infantry infantry attack, which we're gonna try to put down. using 105s. Pretty much everything else in here I don't use a whole lot of. I guess we can increase the cover, the ability for my units to cover. We need some more. Got him really good back there. Actually, I'm kind of thinking that we should get another. Actually, these guys are all reinforced. I actually think I want to research another veterancy training, but I might not really have the points for it right now. That's some serious wind that's blowing. Look at the smoke coming off of this wreck. The puffs are going like, you can see how. Okay, do I have any more? Okay, I need to put an OP on that ammunition point. So really, I'm trying to generate as much ammunition as possible for those artillery barrages. The mortar ones are probably more ideal than anything else, but you can unlock those 88 millimeters. That might help. Those flaks. They serve a really good anti-tank role, but so now what I'm gonna do is have this guy have a really bad day. I'm gonna start dropping artillery barrages in the middle of his base, so it'll start destroying his buildings and see. Oof, that was a good one. And his infantry, so what he'll do is he'll kind of gather them here before he does a big assault. That's what I'm really hitting hard, and it's kind of driving him out. See, look at all these infantry squads. This is what the computer does on Expert when they have limited resources. They don't have the ability to produce more tank units. So these guys are pretty cool. I feel like these sandbags keep like disappearing or falling apart or something. So that OP is done. So really, two of these is probably more than what I needed. I'd like to build another 30mm flag over here on the right side. So, the range on that isn't good enough. Let's see what I can get away with. So I can kind of stagger these artillery strikes between these two. So while one's recharging, the other one's firing, you know, and so forth. It's working pretty good. It's really breaking us back. See, now we have the Panzertherm option, which is like a it's like a bunker with a it's like a bunker with a tank turret on it. They're actually really tough, probably tougher than they should be in this game, but I really don't need them because I don't have a armored threat. I'm more worried about anti-infantry. See, I think he's going to try to capture that point. My ally, that is. Okay, so I think we're looking pretty good. As soon as these guys finish that, I think that'll help too. I might actually put another forward 20mm flak. What's the range of those mortar squad? I think I'm going to kind of squeeze them in between these two emplacements. Essentially, I want to keep them protected, but I also want to give them enough range where they're actually able to get those rounds out. Great, that placement is complete. Probably build. Terrain permitting. On this side. Well, why not? Okay, we got enough for another barrage. I feel like the circles here get tighter depending on if you have fired in the same area or their veterancy or something. Maybe where this line is? I'm not sure, but that circle I put in there seemed to be really like a really tight circle, and that's basically the area that those rounds are supposed to land in. I kind of want to see if I can get away with building an observation post on this ammo resource. Alright, so he's still recharging, so I'm gonna queue up another attack. Because I'm only a couple ammunition points away. And then I should probably start building like an infantry assault force. Because eventually I am going to need to overtake him. Do that artillery barrage. Right there, look, he's got a lot of infantry there. That is going to be bad news for him when those 105 start dropping on him. Boom. See the bodies kind of flying around. I kind of wish there was a mod where the bodies didn't disappear. I think that would be pretty cool. It would make, you know, the bigger and longer games probably start to get like really choppy because of all the bodies and the assets still in the game.
Befestigungsdirektiven sind nun aktiv.
Okay. So basically I'm gonna hotkey a left and right like an advanced force. So that'll be kind of like my left force. I think we can actually push him forward. Is this? I thought that was like a man bunker. Alright. There is no cover out here. A little bit in that terrain. Here, I think these barriers kind of provide a little bit of cover. So I'm going to use the artillery to protect my infantry advance. Honestly, on this side, there's no point. There's no units over there. Over here, they would still destroy these buildings. Let's get the mortar team up here too. Help out. No cover here. I thought these ditches would have some cover. Looks like we have overrun him. He has nothing left. This game is pretty much over. Some of these like infantry games, infantry matches, I think are really entertaining. I think infantry sometimes has, you know, a little bit more interesting tactics than just straight up armored. Like, it seems like everyone likes armored. I mean, for good reason. You know, armored advances are really tough. But moving this headquarters command here. But the armored games, yeah, they're cool. I enjoy them myself, but sometimes just the straight up infantry warfare can be more fun, or a refreshing change of pace. You are victorious. Alright, let's take a look. I think what made us successful here was we did not allow the enemy to get a foothold in the no man's land. And that's what we did, is we set up a forward line of troops in the middle there and kept those ammunition points. Without those ammunition points, I know the Americans really like their mortar indirect, the British really like their artillery indirect, and they have good, you know, good emplacements, the British do. But they didn't have the opportunity to get those or use those. So, well, while we did, because we maintained that ammunition. So I think that was key. That is kind of the name of the game, is resource denial. So if I'm playing in a map that has some really good, you know, fuel points, I deny the enemy of those. Either if I have to sabotage them or just, you know, conduct like a delaying action, I don't allow them to take them. So I got 0 points for veterancy. I don't know about that. Alright, vehicles. You just destroyed a lot more vehicles than I did. But as far as like the infantry side, I got a lot more infantry kills, a lot fewer casualties, didn't have to produce as many. I did get a friendly fire kill. Probably artillery killed one of my allies' units. Alright, so we just played the Somme map. If you're interested, you can find this part of as part of the PDM map pack. If you just Google that, you should be able to find it. Papa Delta Mike map pack. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, give me that thumbs up, thumbs down, or comments in the area below. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.